Up until my early 20s, I was a relatively healthy kid. I was skinny at the beginning, played rugby, and got some legs from that, but then I went to community college and stopped playing sports for a little bit. Then something started to happen to my body. My diet stayed relatively the same. It was honestly terrible, a lot of sweets. But this time I actually started to gain weight. I got some love handles and a belly started to appear. Unlike earlier in my life where I could just eat whatever, the joy of being a teenager, and my body fat was okay with that, it caught up to me later in life. Luckily, I caught this earlier in my life, so it never got too drastic in my late 20s. If you sound like me, stick around for the whole video so you know how to keep off weight for your whole life. Hey all, it's your boy, John Atala, certified personal trainer. And I see a lot of people making this mistake when trying to lose weight like I used to when I was little. They ramp up their cardio to compensate for their poor diet when you will never, ever out-exercise a bad diet. Even if this online calculator is slightly true that I found on the internet, I have to run an 8-minute mile for 1 hour straight to burn off the equivalent of a medium Big Mac meal. That means you have to run 7.5 miles with intensity to cancel a medium Big Mac meal. There is a better way to do this though. Unfortunately, running does not build that much muscle. It burns calories, but muscle gain is really minimal since having muscle makes long distance running much harder. You ever see a pro long distance runner's body? I'm assuming this isn't the look you're really trying to go for. Now, I'm not saying don't run, I'm not saying don't do cardio, but if you are replacing all your bad eating habits with more running, you will never win. You will never outwork that bad diet. So what is the best solution? Assuming you're getting your lifestyle in order, you will never outwork a bad lifestyle. But once you're getting your ducks in a row, getting better eating habits, sleeping more, avoiding excess drinking and drugs, if you want to lose weight and keep weight off, you do need to build muscle in the end. Imagine it like this. The long distance runner is a Prius. Cute, small, energy efficient since you get about 50 miles a gallon. Now, the muscular person is a V8 truck, terribly fuel inefficient. You get maybe 8 miles per gallon in the city, loud, it farts a lot. Maybe that's just me, but regardless, it uses a lot of gas. You want to be this V8 truck. You want to be inefficient with fuel since we currently live in abundance and we have options to eat and a caloric surplus wherever we go. You want to burn as many calories as possible when you move. In the end, more muscle equals more active tissue in your body, which equals more calories burned. Like the V8, a bigger engine equals more power, which equals more gas used. We want to be inefficient in the 21st century, so you need to build muscle to be an inefficient biological being. I want to put it also like this for my early retirement people. Cardio is like active income, while building muscle is like passive income, and your fat is your debt. If you have a lot of debt, aka fat, there are things you will need to do to get everything in order. First option is try to increase your active income. So you work more, you pick up some more overtime shifts, and your debt slowly starts to shrink if you do it correctly. But life is not perfect, and what happens when you stop building more active income? You stagnate. You'll have a random car breakdown, you'll have a random house expense, you'll have a random purchase that keeps putting you farther in debt, and then if you don't work more, you never catch up on your debt. So it's always piling up and you fall behind. This is the same thing that happens when you stop running. Your habits are the same, you have no extra muscle to burn calories, so you take some step backwards despite all the time you were spending trying to lose weight. So what if we focused on passive income, building muscle? Now, no passive income is actually passive, except maybe lending stable coins, but besides that, passive income takes time to build, like building muscle, that takes a lot of time. But what happens when you have your passive income? What happens when you have muscle? You have more income when you do nothing. You're continually making more money, aka burning more calories, shrinking that debt, or burning fat since you are putting the upfront work to have that nest egg. Muscle is like this. Since you have more active tissues in your body, even when you sit around, you are burning more muscle than if you didn't have that muscle. So even when you're sitting on the couch, you're burning more calories. Your basic metabolic rate increases, which is how many calories your body needs to survive if you did absolutely nothing. If I'm 180 pounds at 25% body fat, my BMR is 1693. So this is a sustained life. But if I put on some muscle, which would decrease my body fat, let's say I got to 15%, which is about what I am right now, maybe a little lower, who knows, my BMR increases to 1869. That's over 175 extra calories per day that my body uses just to sustain life. That's not even including the extra calories that my body uses to move all the extra muscle mass I have when I actually do some cardio. Weightlifting doesn't actually burn that many calories in an activity itself. But the goal is not to burn calories during weightlifting. The goal is to build muscle, is to build your passive income, is to become an inefficient biological being in the 21st century because we live in abundance. So you can still enjoy some unhealthy foods once in a while without worrying about your weight all the time. Still do some cardio because it's good for your heart, but shift your focus and your energy into building some muscle, that passive income. If you need to learn how to build muscle, please subscribe to the channel. And I have my free ebook in the description that goes over everything you'll need to get started weightlifting. And I have a sample workout routine right here to get you in the gym. Peace.